Good morning, friends. Amanda here. I wanted to record you a video and I wanted to talk to you today. A lot of people go to the grocery store today, right? So let's talk grocery shopping and meal prep to set you up for a successful week. One thing I have learned is if failing to plan is planning to fail. Okay. So what do I mean by that? The thing is last week I didn't have my meals planned out very well. Therefore, at one point in the week, we ended up having to eat dinner out because there was just no way that dinner was going to happen with our busy schedule. So this week, we're going to go back to the basics and crock pot meals because they really do help. The first thing I would suggest if you're going to the grocery store, shop the perimeter of the store. Think about it. What is in the perimeter of the store? It's the produce department. They have like eggs, milk, and cheese, and dairy, and things like that on the outer perimeter. I'm just thinking of my store. And then there's like salsa, hummus, bread, deli, meat counters, right? So the thing is, this is when you go to the grocery store, pick items that have 5 ingredients or less, right? So sure, there's some ingredients that you might need to pick up. Like I'm thinking bread would be the first thing I think of, or like tortillas that have more than 5 ingredients. But really, everything you need is going to be on the perimeter unless you want to get the sprouted Ezekiel bread. That's going to be down the freezer section, or maybe some frozen vegetables, so that will be not in the perimeter of the store. Well, at least not for me. Maybe your grocery store has the frozen section on the perimeter. Mine does not. And maybe you want some rice or quinoa. That's not going to be on the perimeter normally either, unless you go to the bulk section. So that's just my advice for the grocery store. So go from a list, like look up healthy recipes that you would want to have. My favorite recipe for my family that they love is crock-pot chicken tacos. It's super easy. 4 chicken breasts in the crock-pot, a can of black beans, and a huge jar of salsa. Set it for 8 hours, forget about it, and then when it's done, you just shred the chicken up. You can use it for tacos, burritos, and I use it for chicken taco salad sometimes, things like that. So that would be my suggestion. Find some quick, healthy meals. And then when you come home, prep it. I know you're like, oh my gosh, I just spent like an hour and a half at the grocery store. I don't want to come home and cook. Me neither. But the thing is, this is when I don't, things don't go good around my house. I don't know about you because life gets busy. And then you're just kind of like, well, what am I going to have? So for me, it's easy. I like to either cook some ground turkey burger and just like have it like in pieces, not like a turkey burger, I guess, ground it up, and or ground chicken. I just like to have that readily available because I could just go in there, scoop it, and then I have one red container if you're doing the portion fixes. And then I like to have my produce ready. Like I will cook up some acorn squashes and just know that all I have to do is scoop it out and put it in a pan and just like, I'll make it like mashed potato squash looking thing. And then other things too is just like, make sure you just have like something healthy readily available. I don't normally suggest protein bars, but a Laura bar has 5 ingredients or less. That's a great thing to keep in your pantry. Just something like that you can grab and go, like wash your fruits, have them readily available. For me, grapes, if it's still sitting in the bag, they're not going to get eaten. So it's better for me just to wash them and have them ready. Or like if we get a cantaloupe, that bad boy needs to be cut up like immediately. If not, it's going to rot on my counter because it's not readily available. So a lot of times I won't buy things like that. I'll buy apples, bananas, something that's quick and easy to peel, like an orange or something like that. But if you're going to go that route, and also the thing is too, is if you put all your veggies in the drawer, I like to call it the drawer of death, because once it goes in that drawer, I forget about it, right? And I'm sure you do too. So that is my grocery shopping tips and meal prep tips. Just plan ahead. You don't have to do everything. Maybe like, I know like if I want to have quinoa, it takes a long time to cook that stuff, right? So it's nice just to have maybe like cook up enough where you have it for the week, and you can, I've even seen people get these containers off of Amazon, which a lot of coaches on my team I know use, and you can, just make your meals like it almost look like a lean cuisine meal when it's all done. So that could be readily available. I just want to share some tips because I get it. Nutrition is hard, and really that's 80% of where you're going to get your results is if you have good nutrition. And for me, it's using those portion containers. And if you want to know more information on using portion containers, I can help you, because once you master that, you can do anything. Like, we went out to dinner last night, and I knew, like, looking at my plate, like, oh, my salad is 2 green containers. I'm going to use this dressing. I'm going to only use probably about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half. That's an orange container. It had like these potato sticks on it, so that would be a starch. So that was part of a yellow container. And, I just go from there. And then I had a burger, so that was red. So I could just tell, like, eating out, like, what I was eating. Because once you start mastering those containers, you're unstoppable. That's what I've been doing for almost 3 years in March of next year. So it really does help. And I know it's like, well, geez, it's like we're going from counting calories to containers. But really, I don't ever know how many calories. I just go by containers. I count colors, and I just dump them on my plate. And I'm shocked how full a container can be. So that is what I have for you today. And I hope this helps, these little tips and tricks here. Hey, Chris. Talk to you soon.